afternoon everyone, it's Rachel here, and I am very late with my video because a certain someone took my telephone this morning and I have been without a phone all day, and so I couldn't record my video. My dear husband told me, well, record it with, I've got your phone, and record your video with your iPad. And I said, yes, that would be wonderful if I had something to hold my iPad up in the air, but I don't. So I had to wait till they came home. We've had lunch and now I'm doing my video, and today is our prompt reveal and it is number 4. You can't see my bodgy book here, no. It's very messy. And it is a bag. So our first thought was a drawstring bag or a dilly bag. That was one from my sister, the dilly bag. But we also thought a bag slash tote could be cool to do, or even a zipper pouch could be fun to do. Maybe check out Beck from So Be Created. In some of her videos, she's shared some of the wonderful zipper pouches that she's made that could give you some inspiration. I am going to do a drawstring bag. And I wanted to show you my inspiration, and my inspiration is those wonderful antique ones. Probably a lot of them are from the 18 or 1700s. So let me just, like this sort of thing. I love that. I'm not going to do that, but I love all of these types here, and Mum does too. So she's probably going to be, look at that one. She's going to be inspired. That's all beaded. Then there's lots with crewel work. If you go onto Pinterest, look what comes up, just lots of them. I just love this sort of thing. I think that one might be tapestry. I don't think I can enlarge it. And then there's that one there. I just love the way they do it. I do have some old trims and some lovely old pom-pom trims and stuff like that. So I thought I'm going to give it a go. It may not turn out how I'm thinking, however, I will do my best and we will see what happens. So I'm not actually going to make a shape. I thought I would make a shape, and then I decided I'm going to use this gorgeous silk home decor fabric. And I thought, because I want to do the embroidery, and I thought I can embroider on top of this rather than getting a piece of fabric and drawing my pattern on there. I can embroider this and make it look like I did it. Well, I will have done it, but I didn't design it, if you know what I mean. So it's going to take me a while. I don't know if I'll embroider absolutely everything. Like this down here, it's going to be gathered. So what I thought was, I'll give you the my dimensions. Might be too big. I thought I'll turn that over. It's all going to be hand stitched. That's going to turn over. Some of them I saw have they punched holes or cut holes there, and they had a cord going through like that. I'm going to do a very more simplified version of a drawstring bag, not the one where you put in the thing and then you thread the cord through like that. And the other thing I thought, I'm going to just make this, I'm going to whip stitch, because it's already hemmed, I'm going to whip stitch that together. I probably will have a lining. I haven't decided yet. Whip stitch that, and then I'm going to do running stitch around here and gather it in, and then there's going to be things hanging down. That's my thought. So that's why I didn't do a shape. So before I get cracker-ackin', let me tell you, it's 16.5 inches by about 7.5 inches, and I just simply cut that by eye. Like, I didn't measure anything or anything like that. So yeah, I just cut it, and that's the dimensions that turned out. So I've just got my decaffeinated here. In Italian they call it it's a deca macchiato, so decaffeinated macchiato. That's what you ask for if you want one of those. Okay, so we're going to go here, and I don't even know if I've got many needles left in here. I've got them all over the place. I had my little thready thing. I think, oh, I've got one over there. I've got one in here. Okay. Oh, look, there's lots of needles in there. Okay. So I'm thinking for the next 2 weeks, I'll be doing embroidery on here. And then I'll need the week after, I'll probably start to think about its construction, and then I'm thinking I'm going to be making things to dangle off. I'm not sure, so I'll probably need the 2 weeks for that. So I'm putting myself under a bit of pressure because this is going to take a bit of time to do. But I was thinking those sorts of bits I'd like to do with gold thread, which will be a nightmare. And I thought I'd put beads in here, and I might put beads in there. I don't know. It's going to evolve as I do it. You know what I'm like. It just sort of happens. So, and I might not like it. That's also a possibility. Now, I think what I might do is just grab a hoop. Or do I need a hoop? I probably don't need a hoop. And I'm going to choose a color. Oh, I think I've already seen the color. I think I'll have this color. It's similar color to that. Or should I go an even more different? Maybe that color. I think I'm going to go with this color, a more raspberry color. And I'm using the mohair wools, and I probably don't need such a thick needle. This will thread into here. Just use me threader. I have one with just a bit of baker's twine tied onto it, and it's just flying around, but I think it's over there. I've started making some other things, and I think it's over there in the mess, the pile of things. I don't want to, this one's a little bit bent, so I have to be careful with it. It's probably time for a new one on there. Okay, so I am just going to do, it's going to be kind of like a satin stitch, but it's going to be a short and long sort of stitch, really. I'm just colouring it in. I definitely think there will be a usage of beads. I'm not going to cut, you know, go over the blue, I don't think. I want to keep that. I love the color of the fabric. I'm just going to pick up the pattern. So I'll do a bit of this color, and then I'll start doing the other color. And I'm thinking possibly where it's green there. Is that, I don't know, I think it's just the way they designed it, but I don't know, there maybe some beads might go there. You know, the sort of the next step sort of comes to me as I finish one step. I start thinking about what's next. I'm finding the light reflecting a little bit. And of course this is silk, so it's a little bit shiny. So I just sort of start with, sometimes you don't know where to start, and I just sort of knew that I wanted to start with this. So I just start with what I know, and then the rest sort of eventually falls into place. So yeah, this morning I was looking at Facebook. I hadn't been in the Facebook group for a while, and so I was just having a little look at everybody's wonderful creations, and I thought I'll come back to that. And I left it on the side table there where our couch is, and a certain person sat down to put his shoes on and just picked up my phone and took it with him. Didn't even think about it. I said, it didn't occur to you that you had taken 2 telephones? Oh no, not until I got to work. So I was a bit lost, actually. It was a bit surprising how dependent I am. Well, we probably all are on our phones. Like, I was thinking, you know, I needed to go out, and I'm thinking, oh gosh, you know, touch wood, what if something happens and then I need to, you know, call someone and I can't call anyone, and all that sort of thing. So I think those pouches, those drawstring bags were, I would say they would take them out with them when they were going out. They were dressing up because they were very elaborate. Okay, so I've used up my first strand. Let's just put some of the lighter colour in so that you guys can see it. It's actually, even though it's it's a home decor fabric, like they might have made bedspreads, or they could have even made curtains out of it, I don't know. It's silk and it's just very nice. I've got the hiccups. It's very nice to stitch through. So I guess I kind of want mine to look a little bit like crewel work. I think no, not that colour, it's a bit lolly. This sort of colour I want. I may even bring in some of this colour as well to have it, because it's only 2-tone, but I may bring in a 3rd tone. I probably shouldn't have cut such a long piece, but anyway. And I think I'm definitely going to use the wools, the Appleton wools or the hand-dyed wools, and the mohair wool blend ones, because I think I like the difference in sort of materials that are used. Now this one's quite thin. I think I might, the one was, oh no, the other one was hand dyed, different wool. This is a bit thinner, so I think I'll double it over. So therefore I did need such a long strand. I think where the green is, I'll do the other tone. There you go, there's my answer. Or I could do that tone, but maybe I have some beads. I don't know. See, the possibilities are endless. So I'll be interested to see what everyone does. So a tote, or a zipper pouch, or a drawstring bag. Maybe not a trifold pouch, because we've already done that. So yeah, so one of those types of bags, or another type of bag, if you can think of another type. You may get a few done. You may do small ones and get a few done. I don't get to work on mine as often as I would like, so I usually only get one thing done. Do fancy making more of the things, but you know. Time is not my friend. So just this flower is going to take a significant amount of time. So yeah, I think I'll just show you little bits and pieces for today, so that way I can go on and continue on with it and maybe get half of it done this week. Ow, just stabbed myself. So you might have a fabric that has a lovely flower on it, but you don't like the colour of the flowers. Ow, Rachel, stop stabbing yourself. And then you can actually change it with the colour with your thread painting. I won't decide about the green until I've done more, whether I want to do beads in there or thread. Okay, better end that off. Oh, I already like it. You see, what I'll do is to the threads that I'm using, I'll put them in my pouch, and that's why we need multiple pouches, guys. You put the things in your pouch, and that way you keep it all together. That's going to be lovely. I'm really liking that. I'm thinking that's going to be beads, the green, and I'm just going to grab some greens over here. I'll be there in a sec. I haven't gone far. Okay, I have some different greens here. Probably use that one quite a bit, and then this one. Now what I think I might do here is chain stitch. How about that? So where's the beginning? This one's gotten in a mess. I think someone's given me this. I think my sister or my mum. Oh no, this is one of Fleur's. This is how they are. This is Fleur's. So I'm going to do chain stitch on the stems. I just want to show you a few of the different things. We'll do the beading. Maybe I'll leave the beading until next week. Try and get most of the embroidery done. Not today, obviously. That is very long. Should I cut that? Probably, but anyway. So I will start down here. It's going to take me half an hour just to pull my long length of thread, isn't it? So you can have multiple needles threaded with, you know, when you know what you're going to use. Yeah, I'm going to do little chain stitch. Now that's thicker, but I'll do 2 rows of chain stitch or 3 rows to fill it. I could even whip the chain stitch. I might even decide to do that. Does everybody remember that? I'll give you an idea when I've done a bit more. Oh, I should tell you. So you come up to do your chain stitch, and then you go back down near where you came up, and you hold your thread around like that and come up just a stitch in forward, and then because you've held your thread over there like that in a loop, you catch it, and then your next one anchors it down. I'm just going to trim that because I keep catching that. Oh, and I'm liking the look of this. So it could be a job for experimenting too a little bit with stitches. I kind of fancy having some dimensional things, but I think I'm going a little bit wild in my head, and I don't really have a clear direction. So I'm sorry I'm not zooming in. You know, I won't do it because I tend to go off screen. But I think I am going to put this into a hoop. I now have something to do in the evening, don't I? No excuses for sitting around doing nothing. And then I think when I get to there, I think I'm going to, even though it's a similar colour, it's got different shading in it, I think I'm going to take that thread and do that bit. Yeah, I think I'll keep on going and get my stem done, and then I'll worry about the leaf. I think I'll do the leaves with the other one. Now this one is slightly very, and I might change my shades as I go along. You know, I might pull out a different green from somewhere. We'll just see how we go. See how it's looking. So did I ask you all how you are? I hope you're all well. And I hope you have fun with it. Pop onto Pinterest and see what inspiration there is for you, what you might like to make. Tote bag would be cool as well. I've made plenty of slow stitch ones of those in the past. I think they're downstairs, probably still in boxes. I've still got a few boxes that I need to open, but until I sort of declutter a little bit, it's going to be, I won't be able to do that, bring them up. Or I might not want to because they're pretty old. There might be a pattern somewhere of a bag that you might like to make. So it's, you know, it's pretty free. So that's that. Now, I'm just going to end it off, and I am going to consider afterwards if I want to. I won't do a very long video because I actually need to post this video. Sarah's waiting. Okay, and you're waiting. So I am considering, like, if I wanted to whip this, I wouldn't do it with this one. I'd get a different color, and I may go ahead, but I think I'll do a bit of the stems and then decide. What I would do is come up here. So I'd come up, and then what you do is you go through with your thread like that, come around, go through, go through, go through, and it wraps the chain stitch. It's the same as a whipped running stitch. So I am going to do, this one will be, it's a bit, as I said, it's wider. So I'll just start here because the leaf is going to be different, and I'll just start over here, and I'll go ahead and do this one, and I'll do 2 rows of chain stitch. And what I'll do is when I get to the top up here, I'll turn around and come back down the other way. So the bottom of this bit will be on coming the other way, if you know what I mean. I'll show you. Let's just do this. It doesn't take very long, and then I'll show you. I think these are going to have some beads on them too. To decide about these, what I'll do is I'll when I get oh, I didn't catch my loop, there it is. When I get you know, a bit more done, I'll gather it and see what can I see. Get in there to catch it. So I'll just try and get up here quickly. Glorious weather outside. I would like it to be like this all year round, with a bit of rain interspersed in between, like just low 20s, very low 20s, and just beautiful clear blue skies all year. No humidity, not too hot. That would be my ideal climate. So I don't know if you can see the slight variation in colour, but it does vary. Very subtle. It's very subtle. This is why we shouldn't have such long lengths. You start to get in a bit of a tangle after a while. Trying to keep my stitches as even as possible. I'm not perfect at doing that, but I try. Now, they were in. If you look at the antique little, you know, embroidered drawstring bags, or purses, I think they were. Some of them were really incredible. Like they had all 3D flowers and leaves and things on them. I just love them, but I don't know, you know, whether I would. I tell you, who would be really good at that is my aunt. And mum would manage it. Okay, so I just really wanted to show you how I'm going to turn around and come back. So what I'm going to do is come up here, because I can see the green there. Pretty much just turn my piece around. See, I've come up next to it, and just start going back down the other way. And you would do that to, if you want to do the chain stitch, you would do that to fill whatever space you need to fill. Excuse me. Naughty wool. What has happened here? I don't know, it's gone a bit fluffy. Let me just dangle it down and let it untwirl. Okay. I'll just tap you in case you weren't in focus. Just make sure your loop's not twisted or anything like that. And like if I wanted to, I could go over both of those and combine them together. And I might, who knows? I'm going to see what it looks like before I decide to do that. And we'll do that next week if I need to. See? And you create your stem, and I really like it. It's very textural. That's going to be all filled in. The green bits, not all of, oh, maybe. Most of the green bits will probably be beads. As I said, I'm going to do beads in there. Probably look for a blue or something in there. And that's really as far. I wish I had some of these flowers up here. I could come in and add some. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's just get cracking on with it and see how it turns out. But I've got plenty of work to do. So this week I'm going to continue on. I'll do as much of the stems as possible. I'll start some of these, but I'll do some with you guys on camera. And same with these sorts of things as well. So just to make sure you see a bit of everything being done. So I hope you have fun with it. I look forward to seeing what you get up to. And I am going to go ahead and publish this video because it's late, and I will see you again soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.